Hey, good morning, everybody. Going to go over our Forex trades for today, Thursday, March 5th. I'm going to wrap it up early today as Mario Draghi from the ECB is speaking. They left interest rates unchanged, which everybody thought they would do. And some of the highlights from his speech after the announcement. And as you know, it's difficult to scalp on a day like today. So we did have one trade. We'll go over that in a minute, but it wasn't a scalp. Let's see. He says ECB lifts the GDP growth forecast for 2015 and 2016 to 1.3%, 1.9%, but expects inflation to remain negative for months ahead. Kind of doesn't make sense. How are you going to have growth? I mean, how is he lifting the growth forecast, but yet expects inflation to remain negative? So that I don't quite really understand that. But he does say for the months ahead. So maybe he's just saying he expects inflation to remain negative for the next few months, and then it'll pick up as the year goes on. Who knows? He didn't go into much, or I haven't found much detail on that. The 60 billion euro per month QE program is starting on Monday, is the official date. It's expected to continue until the end of 2016 or until the central bank sees sustained upward adjustment in the path of inflation. The ECB on Greece, they say that they're basically the central bank of Greece, considering that they have lent Greece 100 billion euros, more than 2/3 of Greece's GDP. I guess they got a point there. And it also says QE will have to wait to purchase any paper from Greece because Greece is considered junk debt, and the ECB is not allowed to buy junk. And they also said they will be buying negative paper, as the yields in Germany are negative, I believe 0.2%. They will be buying the negative paper. Figure that out. So you buy negative paper, or ECB buys negative German paper. Essentially, they have to pay Germany. Germany's not paying them interest. The ECB has. This is the other way around. Just like if you bought a negative interest-bearing bond, the bond's not going to give you interest. You have to give the bond interest. It's staggering that they would buy paper from Germany. But I guess they figure they have to keep the playing field level. You think, I would have thought, that was the biggest thing that surprised me. I would have thought that they would have sat down, with the bankers over there, central bankers of Germany and Angela Merkel, and they would have said, look, we're going to do this QE program, but you guys have negative interest rates. So obviously, you're doing okay. And we all know Germany is the strongest economy in Europe. We're not gonna buy your paper right now. Let's use that money and allocate it to the other countries that would need it. But they didn't take that course of action. They're going to go right down the old path of let's do everything fair. Everybody gets a trophy. Your 6-year-old, your 8-year-old playing baseball. Everybody gets a trophy. Everybody gets a hit. There's no outs. Same type of stuff, It makes no sense. Anyway, before I go on a rant, let's go over the trade we had. It was one trade in Euro Yen. It was announced plenty of time. We had 20% of our normal size. We got in this trade last evening. We were long the Euro Yen 132.695. You can see what it did overnight. Our stop, we were risking 100 to 120 pips. I think it came down maybe about 60 pips, about half what we were risking overnight while we were sleeping. Came in this morning though, about 6:30 in the morning or so. We were basically flat to up about 10 pips, and started to move. And it started to move. ECB announced the interest rate decision at 7:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It started to move up. There was really nothing there until he started speaking, which was at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. But it moved up and it came right to the figure of 133, kind of popped through it. We sold half there, 133.097. It really popped really quick. Picked up 30.5 pips on half our position. So we sold half there. You can see it popped higher. It ran all the way up to 26. But we were out before that. And then he started speaking. And initially, the euro started to rocket. We sold the other half up here, 133.450, picking up 75.5 pips. It ran all the way up to about 60, 133.60. And then his comments, probably when he started talking about Greece, started to reverse, and you can see what happened. When we sold half up here, we then adjust the second half to a just under break even. Excuse me, just under a break even on a stop level. So we were actually going to risk about 10 pips lower than here, which still would have gave us a positive trade if we didn't get out on a move higher. But we got out, and like I said, it ran, and then it was about 20 minutes or so after we were out, man, it started to really fall down hard. But, we'll take it. So that one trade averages out to 10.6 pips, picked up 30.5 on the one, adjusted for size 6.1. And then on the second half, picked up the 75.5 pips, adjusted for size 15.1 pips. And adjusting for size, we were up 10.6 pips. So we'll take it, and we'll move on to tomorrow. Tomorrow's non-farm payroll. Most likely will not take any type of a swing/scalp position tonight, because we don't want to be holding it heading into that non-farm payroll number. Most likely, we'll see. If we do anything, maybe we go even smaller. And you really can't scalp non-farm payroll, so we may not get any trades tomorrow. It'll really all depend on setups tonight, and then if we are going to do anything, and if we do, we'll probably go about 10% of our normal size. It may not even be worth taking the risk. Anyway, that's it. We're going to wrap it up. Any signals come out, they will be coming your way. If you're trading now, good luck, and we'll be back tomorrow, assuming we get some action. Have a great rest of your day.